When you see a knot in a plank of wood, what you see is this. It's a two-dimensional cross-section of a three-dimensional object. When trees are allowed to weather away naturally, it exposes the three-dimensional structure of these. Each one of these is as unique as a fingerprint. Like a lot of artists, I tend to pick up and collect objects that I think might be of use in my work. So when I discovered all these knots lying around in these woods near where I live, I collected some of them because I saw the potential that they had for making sculpture. Each one of these delicate structures is in fact a really hard piece of wood. The very fact that they have survived as the last pieces of the tree that has decayed away just shows how hard they are. I took some of these knots back to my workshop, and after cleaning them up I made moulds of them. When I'd made the moulds I started making casts, so I had multiple copies of the same unique objects. These casts form the basis of my sculptures. What I do is stick them all together in different combinations until I have more complex pieces. Sometimes it takes dozens and dozens of pieces to make one sculpture, and there's endless blind alleys, dead ends and mock-ups which never get used. So the road to making a piece of sculpture is often torturous. I suspect that there's a subconscious association between the twisted forms that I make and the woods and the imagery of old folk stories and things where woods are dark and malevolent places full of spirits, and I think all of that's probably tied into the feeling that you get here of life and fertility and death. The whole cycle of life goes on here. Reassembling bits of dead trees or casts of bits of dead trees is a very odd and strange way to make a sculpture, and it's something that fascinates me. I'm working with the bones of trees. There's something that really holds me here. I love these woods, and I love the things I've discovered here, and I love working with the things I've discovered here.